No Man's Sky is a third-person or first-person procedurally generated open universe sandbox exploration survival game. These genres are useful taglines, but many of them could easily describe other space games in circulation, such as Star Citizen, Elite Dangerous, and of course, Starfield. In a nebula of heavy hitters, how does No Man's Sky set itself apart from its spacefaring companions? Of the bunch, No Man's Sky is a much lighter experience, both in graphical tone and in its gameplay systems. The game has a strong visual identity with vibrant backdrops and colourful environments. Creatures in the universe are generously varied, ranging from cute cartoonish dinosaurs, creepy insects, to Electrotron-esque robots. There are several alien species in the game, each with their own reputation and language you can decipher. Combat, mining, and exploration is very simple. You press a button to change weapon or tool type, and another button to shoot. Spaceflight is also very straightforward, with expected boosts, weapons, and scanning functions as main ways to interact within vastness of space. All these systems play well together to make you feel like a space traveler. This light and easygoing approach to the spacescape should have been a good selling point when No Man's Sky released, but of course, as we all know, the game launched with the emptiest universe that couldn't sustain the gameplay loop past the first few hours. Hello Games have consistently committed to filling and enriching the game since its release. This has been delivered in the form of titled updates that offer new features, systems, and quality of life improvements to the game, such as base building, new quests, multiplayer, expeditions, and others. Recently, the Worlds Part 1 update brought new visual life to the game, with improved graphical fidelity, performance, and overall immersion. Planets now have dynamic weather systems, more realistic water and cloud simulations, and diverse flora and fauna. After 8 years, it is now a complete experience that can be very relaxing, well suited for cruising around with some lo-fi beats in the background. All these substantial updates have brought massive improvements to the game, but the update that I feel set No Man's Sky apart and will continue to pay dividends long into its future is the Waypoint update. Players can now customize their experience at will in the universe of No Man's Sky, choosing which of those genres I mentioned earlier they'd rather focus on over others. This goes beyond your expected normal, hardcore, and permadeath modes. Players can actually tinker with specific settings and features such as economy, combat, survival, and that's just to name a few. Players like myself who are more fond of exploration than they are survival can toggle these settings to curate a galaxy-hopping adventure with limitless fuel. Base builders who don't want to resource grind can enjoy the notion of building a home on whatever planet they like without material or monetary cost, and without need to maintain their hazard life support systems. For the hardcore survival enthusiasts, you could ignore these settings entirely. It is completely up to the player to create an experience that suits their preferred playstyle. This player-friendly approach boosts No Man's Sky's potential by galactic measures. Even when considering how much prior updates have affected the game and how other updates yet to come might improve it more, I don't think I'd have returned to No Man's Sky if it wasn't for the player-tailored experience that Waypoint offered. No Man's Sky is a game for people who want a meditative experience amidst colourful vignettes and space iconography. It is for players who want the ability to decide the rules of engagement and the intensity of the gameplay systems. It is perfect for players who want to feel like they've experienced the full offerings of a space game, but don't necessarily have the time to commit to long playtimes. No Man's Sky was buried on arrival, but 8 years later it has fulfilled its initial promise as a singular experience that can't be offered anywhere else.